show started. Make some noise. All right, we need energy before we get this show started. We need to make sure we got a crowd in here. Let's do it one more time. Get it. Make some noise. It's time for another This Week's Show tonight. One half of the show. Help me welcome first to the stage, Anwar Newton.
I fucking love you, man. You're great. Yes. How's everybody else doing tonight? I see a lot of hands not moving, mainly you four. Let's get some energy going. This is a free show. Don't nobody gotta be here. So if you here, y'all better not be bitches, all right? My name is Anwar Newton. This is This Week Sucks Tonight. Thank you for coming out tonight. Alright, so I'm gonna try this one more time because this whole crowd's a little retarded right now. I don't know how I feel about it. We got a whole family right here that's thinking about, I guess, Christmas and gifts. We got scattered attention here. You guys figure out drinks. I like that energy. Figure out drinks. So one more time, thank you for coming out tonight. Y'all are some weird ass niggas. I like it. Man, what a week. Well, 1 week in the summer. Anybody's balls sweating right now? Yeah! Yes! Got hot ass balls. And whose titty got sweat underneath the nipple right now? That air conditioner gonna wear out a little bit. I'm wearing this 3-piece suit, man. You can see me sweat up here with this fucking cup of water I got. Ain't nothing in there but water. I'm just trying to stay hydrated in this bitch. But we're gonna talk about the motherfucking news. If you've never been to this show, we do this show every week. We cover the news that you hate to listen to, hate to hear about. We try to make it funny with some structured jokes. And then we bring some comedians up here, and they get a chance to hit us with some structured jokes. It's a fun show. You'll enjoy it, or you'll hate it. I don't give a fuck. The show's already done, all right? It's in the books, all right? So, without further ado, I'm going to get my co-hosts up here, and we're going to get the party started. How y'all feel about that? Yeah! In the back, y'all on board or no? They're like, yeah, maybe we should get our ticket. It's only been 5 minutes, but we're already tired of this nigga. Hard R, it's gonna be worse than that. Hard R, you guys better figure yourselves out right now, all right? It's gonna get real ugly. This is the motherfucking late show, all right? So if you got your assholes tightened up, go ahead and put it back in your fucking Honda Accord and take your ass back to South Phoenix. I don't got time for it, all right? Now who's ready for the late show tonight? Without further ado, I'm gonna welcome my co-host to the stage. Y'all better show some motherfucking love to Michael James Taylor!
How y'all living? We doing good? People filing in? Weird energy? Pockets up front of humor? You guys are good. You came here 5 minutes early. Appreciate you guys.
Fill in those empty spots, man. Get your fucking face in the game. If you're on the outskirts of the show, as you can clearly see, it's going to be a lot of visuals. So if you took mushrooms, it's going to be a real good show. I got a lot of colors and fucking twirly shit happening. It's going to fuck you up.
Mushrooms now legal in Oakland.
Are they? Is that real?
And Denver.
Denver and Oakland got mushies fucking legalized, dog. I'm going to Oakland. That's why the Warriors losing, man. They're fucking high.
I'm going to Denver tomorrow. So shout out to mushrooms.
Shout out to mushrooms, man.
And shout out to my new podium. Did you guys notice? New podium. Thank you. No flat surfaces to put beer on, but we're working on it. Look at you, Gabe. Look at you.
I like the smattering applause people got to your IKEA fucking podium that somebody clearly fished out of an IKEA dumpster.
This is Big Lots, right?
Big Lots.
Big Lots, 100% Big Lots.
Oh, man.
You can return it at any point in your life.
Who's, let's get a heat index of the room. Who's his first time at this show? This show, okay. Light applause. You guys, your hearts are open and willing to receive what we're going to put in front of you. I I like that. But if something is funny, just scream. I just need some feedback. I see a lot of people just like doing that silent laugh that comedians hate. They don't know if they're doing it or not. They're doing this.
Fun. Little jokey jokes.
So if you're doing that shit, just go, hit me with one of those, all right? I don't need the soft-ass bullshit laughs, all right? It's hot as fuck, and I need some heat from this audience, man. I'm living my dream up here. Thank you for being here. I'm still at my day job. This is great. Thank you for helping me. I love every minute of this. I bought this suit for a funeral. It's my only suit. I'm glad I'm wearing it. The deceased is being honored every time I'm on the show. It's from Ben's Warehouse. I got it on sale. My brother bought it. I didn't pay a dime.
I miss your mother too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Just trying to figure out where this audience is at. A lot of people came here from next door. They're just like, where's No Scrubs? Do that again. Sing the song again, Negro. I like the magical Negro. That's fun. The magical Negro.
The magical Negro.
It's like Aladdin. He's a magical Negro.
Did you see Aladdin yet?
I have not yet. I can't wait to see that magical nigga fuck them up. On a magic carpet, man.
Will Smith went.
I don't know how that got past the American citizens. Just a magical Negro on a carpet. That is fucking Islam, dog. That is Islam right there. That is Islamophobia on your big screen right there. Shout out to Will for fucking like taking down the barriers. I appreciate that shit. Thanks, guys. You guys doing great. It's almost 11 p.m. at night. Everybody's like, we should go home and just start Amazon Priming everything. Let's get everything. Let's get a marker set here. What'd you do this week, Mike?
Crushed through Chernobyl. Funny stuff. And super funny. Didn't know HBO would get a good rom-com, right? But we finally hit it out of the park. And other than that was last of that like good weather, so I did hit outside, went hiking.
Somebody told me you went hiking.
I thought it was the last thing it was. It was hot.
Yeah,
I struggled a little bit.
Somebody told me, and I usually try to find like somebody who has a video, but this video was apparently all over the place. You were kind of.
Did I make the news?
Yeah, you kind of made the news.
Well, I'm on local TV.
This is Mike on PS1. So here's Mike. I guess you got an injury.
All right. So they say bring water. I said fuck that.
Okay. All right.
And the last thing I said to the copter ride, I said this better be fun, and he said buckle up. And
okay. Wow.
Yep.
Are you ever gonna get inside the helicopter?
Well, this is I think he thought I was serious. I was just joshing around.
Huh. Wow, that's picking up speed.
Yeah, it didn't stop really. I had some choice things to say about his mother before I jumped in that thing, and I guess he heard it.
I mean, at this point, I don't know if the propellers or you are keeping this helicopter afloat.
I'll tell you what, though, after that, NASA called. They said, you're ready to go to space.
And somehow you're going even faster.
They're making me,
Jesus Christ.
So,
wow, Mike.
I'm going to be the next McConaughey in Interstellar. So I'm ready to go. I think they got up to G5 there. And, yeah, I didn't need those mushrooms anymore after that.
God, I feel like that video would never end, man. That was fun.
They spin in. They call that the Spreewell hike.
They call it the Spreewell hike. That's for one motherfucker. One black motherfucker red is like, I like that riff. I was alive in 1999.
The Spreewells.
They spinning, nigga. They spinning.
Shout out to Chris Rock. Putting
Shout out to
Spreewells
Chris
on
Rock.
the toaster.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm glad you're safe, doggy.
Yeah. Still kind of reeling off that, but here we are.
Here we are, neck deep in This Week Sucks Tonight, June 6th. Let's go ahead and get this show fucking heated up. Guys, we like to start this show every week with a little bit of history as we go down and look at this day in history.
Greatest president ever. Give it up for our boy.
Barack Obama, right there.
Best living
Best
painter.
president. Best
George
one.
W. Bush.
He's on the
George
right.
Walker Bush.
And yeah, the brown one. Yeah.
The brown one. He's painting him brown. That's blackface. He's giving him blackface.
No,
Actually.
he's not giving him blackface. It's not what's happening. I don't know what's happening, actually. This is all bizarre.
All I know is his inspiration for every painting is those towers that fell.
Okay. We get those lights down a little bit.
Then Building 7, Building 1, Building 2, Pentagon, and that field in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
A lot of doctored footage that day. Who knew Photoshop was working that well in 2001? So. 9/11 brought to you by Pixar.
Okay. It's not by Pixar. Okay.
CGI.
Okay. Let's get this day in history skating along.
It was a Michael Bay film.
It was not a Michael Bay movie. 9/11 was not a Michael Bay produced film. Okay, stop saying that. You've been saying that for 3 years.
I actually just thought of that.
Okay. First thing on this day in history. In 1944, today is the D-Day. Allied forces stormed Normandy Beach. This is not Photoshop, this is actual footage.
He was on there. He was like, I think we're at the wrong party, guys.
Yeah, this is all real. This is all very real. None of this
Somebody
is
told me I was
Photoshop.
going to Miami Beach. This is Normandy.
So today, Allied forces stormed Normandy Beach on what we all commemorate as D-Day. Little known fact, D-Day is also what my cheating ex-girlfriend calls every day. Fuck you, Stephanie. Fuck you. I want my sweater back, you bitch. Sorry, guys. Had a little flashback.
As if she never dated.
Listen, I dated that woman. That is a real picture of my ex-girlfriend. Not something I pulled off the internet. Fuck you.
Shout out to Ruth and all. Shout out to Theta Chi.
Oh, wow. Let's move on. In 1997, I don't know if you guys remember this. This is kind of a dark. You guys remember Prom Mom? Who's 30 years or older? Who's like around?
We got
30?
Prom Mom?
You guys remember Prom Mom? That chick that went to prom, had a baby, put it in a dumpster, and went back to pop and lock it to Hooba Spank on the dance floor?
Gives a whole new meaning to shake what your mama gave you.
Okay, that's you know, it's too dark. We're gonna move on. We got too much show for this shit.
She went back to Drop It Low, dude. Oh, 1, 2, that's crazy.
That's when Lil Jon was smashing, though.
Yeah, it is crazy. She was listening to Collie Park and Dead Baby. 97, actually, no, that was DMX. Yeah, Jay-Z just got high.
Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. Okay, that's the last Dead Baby joke. I'm sorry.
She's hypnotizing that baby.
In 2001, on this day, NBA Finals fucking glorious Iverson stepped over Tyronn Lue.
Look at that white dude.
Dude.
Look at Tony Hinchcliffe.
This white dude?
Look at Tony Hinchcliffe.
This dude's like, what's
like,
going
this
on?
ain't right.
What's up?
And he's like, braids are still a thing?
Cornrows? Both got cornrows.
I've never seen cornrows on cornrows crime. And look at the bottom corner, that black dude's like, this ain't it. This ain't it.
I don't know if this is an NBA game or the African school that Oprah opened in Africa.
Oh, too many Africans there.
Too much African stuff.
That too.
Shout out to this dude
Tony
who probably owns one of your properties. You're probably paying rent to him. If you guys have never seen this moment, I'm just going to play it for you because this is one of the funniest fucking things of all time. Greatest NBA sports history moment I've ever fucking seen. It's Allen Iverson, the answer, fucking shakes and bakes, hits the J. Tyronn Lue falls and steps over this nigga. The disrespect.
Look at the whole Lakers bench
Oh
is
my
like,
God! Look at it. Looks at him. Sorry.
Kwame Brown's like, don't do that. I'm Kwame Brown, and I know that's disrespect.
It's just so beautiful, man. I've never seen niggas disrespect niggas so much like that, man. It's so beautiful, man.
Yep.
It's fucking beautiful.
He dropped a mixtape after that.
Shout out to South Philly, man. All right, dudes, let's do some motherfucking birthday shout-outs. Shout out to Jean-Claude Van Damme and the amount of cocaine that he did in all of 1997 while that baby was going in the dumpster.
You gotta do cocaine to understand Street Fighter.
That's fair. That movie dropped around 1997 when that baby went in the dumpster.
Yep.
I'll reference the baby the whole fucking night. All right?
She actually killed the baby by doing E-Honda. She was like, what
She
do I
did not
do?
Hadouken the baby into a dumpster. Thank you.
Isn't that E-Honda? First of all, that's all E-Honda did, right?
It's not. Please stop. No one knows what you're talking about. All these people have
He's
children.
a fat Asian. Damien knows. Our resident Mexican knows. And our second resident Mexican knows.
Oh, there's a lot of Mexicans in here, actually.
Wow, there's several Mexicans that still go to arcades. Mexican in the back.
Shout out to Levine.
Shout out to south of the 10. Shout out to west of the 17.
Great. Shout out to Peoria.
Shout out to Avondale.
This is great.
Shout out to Maryvale.
Avenue Show. It's like we're almost near Glendale right now.
Yep. And shout out to Sunny Slope, where that little white pocket is still kind of Mexican a little bit.
Sure. It's only one birthday we're celebrating. It is fucking Freddy Krueger's birthday. The dude who played him. The actor who played Freddy Krueger. This is the only worthwhile birthday. Freddy Krueger's birthday. I don't know how old he is, but the solution to beating Freddy Krueger is to do cocaine. You'll never go to sleep. You're welcome. You're welcome.
That's also the solution to the film The Faculty. So
more cocaine.
It's a deep cut, and also we're talking about 1997. Shout out to Josh Hartnett.
Shout out to Josh Hartnett in Sin City. What
Shout out to Usher. Yeah.
All right, guys, let's get into this week so far. Now we're gonna fucking talk about this. We're gonna talk about some of this shit went down. You guys are pretty cold. I don't give a fuck. I did a lot of photoshopping on this show. I paid for Photoshop too.
Work what your mama gave you.
I don't steal like people in Maryvale do, okay? I pay for products. The government is after me. Yes.
Said the dude that stole a ride here or something.
Excuse me, sir. Lyft is an option. Shut the fuck up. All right, guys. Current president and tapioca pudding-filled urinal, Donald Trump.
Damn, he went black hat with a blue suit.
Yo, look at the hat he's wearing. You guys know that Donald Trump is in the UK fucking eating crumpets and shitting out tea. However that works, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know his body. It's like a pile of mayonnaise compiled together, glued together with Elmer's glue, and then tossed into a Handy Snacks empty cartridge. I don't know how his body works, okay? I just know it's lumpy. So Donald Trump is over in the UK having a fun romp. He had the plane touchdown. He started firing off tweets almost immediately, taking aim at London Mayor Sadiq Khan. You guys know Sadiq Khan, the mayor of London? Not to be confused with Sadiq Khan, which is a cosplay convention for people who are into Raphael Sadiq. Sadiq Khan 2019. It feels good. Yeah, it feels good.
It's like, I like only one Tony in Tony. Where do I go?
I tell you what, that's my favorite joke of the night, so. I sat and wrote that joke, I was like, this is stupid.
Sadiq Khan.
Sadiq Khan. Sadiq could dress up as Raphael Sadiq and his sexy fucking lips. God damn! Some smolder on them fucking boulders. All right. So he got talking this shit about Sadiq Khan. Sadiq Khan, so here's the tweet Trump fired out. Sadiq Khan, who by all accounts has done a terrible job as mayor of London, has been foolishly nasty to the visiting president of the United States, by far the most important ally of the United Kingdom. He is a stone-cold loser who should focus on crime in London, not me. Donald Trump is just incredible. Stone-cold loser. That's a great fucking insult that has no fat on it. You throw that at a DMV employee, you mean it. My favorite thing about Donald Trump is that he knows how to talk shit on Twitter. He knows to put that period before the at, so that everyone can see you talking shit. Who's on Twitter and knows how the shit goes down? You guys don't get it. Got people over here, they get it. You gotta put that period in front so the whole world can see you talking that stick talk. Get on Twitter, guys. Some of these jokes will work if you have a life. One dude's like, I don't have a life, vocally in the middle of the crowd. Thank you, sir. You're great. Thank you so much. So what else happened? This snake oil salesman picture.
You're looking like Barry Poppins.
Looks like Muggsy Bogues and shit. This motherfucker this is not the only fashionable item he decided to wear. This little hat is not the only one. He also was pictured as some bullshit wearing these slacks, but I can only assume he pulled directly off a Kohl's mannequin and put on his body. What the fuck is going on with these pants, dog? What is this? Where the fuck? Look like he's storing entire 2x4s in these pants.
Like golf shoes on?
What the fuck, man? I can't have my president shopping at Kohl's, dog. What the fuck, dog? I can only imagine he wore these pants to pay homage to the Twin Towers. Listen, this show will get off the ground. This show will get off the ground whether you guys like it or not, unlike the Twin Towers.
Buildings don't fall like that, guys. If he unzipped and unbuckled those pants, they'd fall just like those buildings. Look at Building 7 right there, looking all structured.
Shut the fuck up, man. So the 9/11 joke was the biggest joke of the night, so we see what the crowd is.
No,
we'll figure you guys out. We'll figure it out.
All right, what else we got on this motherfucker? The NBA, oh, shout out to Donald Trump and his shitty pants. There you go. The NBA Finals is now Golden State Warriors 1, Toronto Drakes 2. Listen, guys, we tried to talk about Drake last week. None of you gave a shit, so we're going to talk about him again this week.
Who cares about Drake in there?
Not a motherfucker.
Damien cares about Drake.
A solid fuck Drake from somebody who's definitely depressed and takes Zoloft. You are just like Drake, my friend, all right? You guys think you're better than Drake, you're not.
If you don't like Drake, you don't like yourself.
You don't like yourself. Drake is you. He's a manifestation of your shitty childhood come to life. He's probably fucked more bitches than you too, so go fuck yourself. I don't know. I won't ride too hard for Drake. I don't think he's a problem. The NBA Finals is at 2-1. And now we're going to talk about Drake. So strap in. Drake famously rapped. Listen, I'm just going to talk about the last 3 games. We had 3 games until we came here. Drake famously rapped the lyrics, damn, I swear sports and music are so synonymous because we want to be them and they want to be us. It doesn't rhyme. Drake isn't a good lyricist. I'm sorry. But I love that lyric because here's a picture. Here's him actually trying to play basketball. Shout out to Drake. Let's see how wet his jumper is.
He's got game.
Is he wet like Steph Curry? Is he?
Oh, Drizzy.
Airball Drizzy.
Damn, Drizzy.
Woo! Let's cover more Drake. What else did Drake do? I think Drake just wants to be one of them. Nobody wants to be Drake in the basketball team with that fucking weak-ass jumper guy. Drake has had a pretty much zero chill. Here's him, fucking hotline blinging it up to Klay Thompson. What a dickhead. How dare you do your own dance?
That is beautiful.
He's doing his own dance to Klay Thompson, and here he is, getting the lint out of Steph Curry's hair.
An NBA player?
He pulls the lint out of his hair,
That's really nice.
talks that shit, and it's like, I think he's being nice. Like, it seems like he's doing a nice favor, but he ended up trying to sell it on eBay, the lint. Which went for several $100,000. Somebody bought Steph Curry's lint out of his hair for several $100,000.
And then he put username Draymond shouldn't wear 23. That's beautiful.
Dude, this is the most lit finals we've had in like 5 years, dog. It's all about Drake. Nobody gives a fuck who's playing. Everybody's hoping Drake drops a hot album after this, after the heartbreak he experiences when the Raptors lose 4-3, decisively. Nobody's on board with that. I'm sorry, Golden State Warriors is a powerhouse. I don't give a fuck if Durant is out. I don't give a fuck if Thompson is out. Steph Curry will hit those wet jumpers. You can go fuck yourself. Moving along. Here you can see him yapping at Draymond Green. Let's see. Here he is, like smiling in his face. Here he is smiling in Draymond Green's face. And this face is real.
I feel like we've seen that face before.
I've seen this face before. Oh yeah, it's a Khaleesi face.
That's that bitch. Say something.
He got that.
That's that bitch. I'm gonna burn the whole shit down. Okay, bitch? I'm gonna burn the whole shit down, you dumb hoe.
I'm gonna burn his hoe down.
Say something else, Sansa.
I tell you what.
Your whole name's Sansa? You fucking cunt. I'm gonna burn this whole shit down. Fuck Winterfell.
I bet you the finale of this finals will be better than Game of Thrones. Fuck this show for making me wait 10 years for that bullshit. Now, we think Drake is gonna go Mad Queen these last 2 games.
Think he's going Mad Queen?
He's gonna go Mad Queen, much like the Mad Queen Beyonce, who showed up courtside Game 3, where Drake did not show up with her billionaire boy toy, whoever the fuck his name is. Now, as you can see, she's sitting next to a white bitch who she does not like talking to her.
Ooh.
She's looking right to the heart like, I will create lemonade too. Get this bitch out of here. I have 99 problems and all of them are this hoe. So shout out to Game 3. We got a Game 4 and a Game 5 and a Game 6 and a Game 7. This shit going all the way, buddy. Drake's gonna be popping, dog. If he don't drop a mixtape by the time Game 6 rolls around, fuck all of Canada. All right, guys. Let's see some other news I got. Did you guys see this video? I see some people reacted. Some people reacted. Last Friday, televangelist Kenneth Copeland, pictured here, explained to a frightened child why he'd make a better Joker than Joaquin Phoenix. There we go. The back of the room starting to get on board with the show. was caught by Inside Edition as they tried to find out why this rich preaching ass nigga always got a private jet, why his congregation is always in boarding group 9 on a Frontier Airlines flight. So we're gonna watch the video. It's amazing, all right? Here's the fucking Inside Edition. Roll it up on them.
Isn't it true that you want to fly commercial so that you can fly in luxury? How much money did you pay for Tyler Perry's Gulfstream jet, for example?
Well, for example, that's really none of your business.
Damn! God damn!
Jesus.
Isn't it true?
First of all, it's none of your goddamn business. I love the nigga in him.
Luxury. How much money did you pay for Tyler Perry's Gulfstream jet, for example?
Well, for example, that's really none of your business. But
It's the business of your donors.
listen,
And here he is collapsing. in
I
depression.
paid.
Ooh, he knows the number.
You kind of caught me off guard.
You got me off guard.
Now, here I'd like to give you a chance to.
So she's trying to give this motherfucker
catch your
a
breath
chance.
and
Collect
have a
yourself, preacher
conversation.
nigga.
We don't want to.
Collect
catch you
yourself.
off guard.
Love Inside Edition. You got to get this now. Hey, you listen to me? My wife thinks Inside Edition is, oh yeah. Now, thank you, Lord. Help me. Let me pray.
Oh my God.
What? Let me pray.
Let me pray on this.
Let me pray on this. Dude, would you trust this preacher if he was preaching the gospel to you? Look at this dude's eyes. It looks like he's looking at the one ring to rule them all. Look at this. What the fuck is he doing, man? This Gollum ass motherfucker.
It looks like he has the most racist joke we've never heard.
Here's the rest of the interview.
You said that you don't like to fly.
So she
commercial
continues the interview.
because
This is the end of it.
you're
It's
with a
amazing.
bunch of demons. Do you really believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did. We wrestle not with flesh and blood, principalities and powers.
Can you explain what you meant by that?
She's so
By
calm.
that?
How about that? Can we unpack
Just
that?
explain it. It's really simple. You said you didn't want to get into a tube with a bunch of demons. What did you mean?
So what do you mean by demon?
Well, let me ask you. Galatians chapter 3. If you belong,
On a frontier plane, then you're a demon.
then are you Abraham's seed
What?
and heirs according to his promise. And his promise was great wealth. Glory to God. I love it.
What the fuck?
I love the people on it. And it thrills me to get a chance to have my face on Inside.
What the fuck? Listen, if you didn't believe in God before, you better believe he was working through this nigga right here. That is amazing shit, man. Look at that face. Oh man, that looks like every police officer that shot a black kid.
Tell you what, it looks like he's got good aim with those eyes open.
Now you shouldn't be alive.
He thinks Mississippi Burning is a comedy.
That hit 3 people who've actually seen the movie. None
That's
of
the
the
people that
audience
are
is cultured.
33 and above.
Everybody has seen the Fast and the Furious series, though. That's how cultured this audience is. Let's see. Next up, did you guys know that Xbox is a body wash for gamers? One gamer knows that Xbox has a body wash for gamers. Their slogan is to smell like a gamer. No thank you.
You smell like a gamer.
I don't want to smell like an entire bag of Fritos left under a couch for 3 years.
That's fine. What, you smell like warm Jergens?
Smell like an entire pint of Mountain Dew. What the fuck?
You smell like hentai porn?
You smell like the N-word being yelled into a microphone?
You smell like Columbine? Oh, those guys weren't gamers? Okay. What did you smell? You smell like abstinence? Is that what you smell like? You smell like your dad thinks you're gay.
You smell like an empty bottle of Jergens on the floor of a Toyota fucking 4Runner.
You smell like pee in a Mountain Dew bottle.
So if you want to smell like a gamer, get Xbox body wash. And we're gonna roll right off of this straight fucking catastrophe.
You smell like an overused pocket pussy. That's it.
I don't even know. You ready more?
Probably. You smell like you only listen to Linkin Park. You smell like varsity fencing. Varsity fencing.
Oh. So yeah, buy that. I want somebody to buy that and bring it to me next show, and I will definitely wash with it and come to this show smelling like it, and it's gonna smell terrible.
But somehow better.
Somehow better than ours. Thanks, Mike. In an attempt to bring awareness to a marginalized and oppressed group, guys, Boston is hosting the first straight pride parade. Anybody know about this?
Good joke up top.
Straight pride parade is going down in Boston, and this is the flag. This is the straight pride flag. Are you guys going to the straight pride parade?
Are you from Boston?
Are you going to the straight pride parade?
No, that's not, no.
You ever eaten pussy?
What?
Huh? And what are you doing for the cause? You know what I'm saying?
You'll be at the straight pride parade.
Not a thing.
Yes, you will.
Not a thing, definitely a thing.
Straight
It's a thing.
pride parade. Yes, it is. It's being, I'm telling you.
Straight pride parade was the line to get to the
telling you
Bruins
right
game.
now, straight pride parade is real. And these are the colors of the flag. So that means that the Hamburglar has been a part of the straight pride parade for years.
Oh, black and
Everyone,
white.
yeah, everyone in jail has been in the straight pride parade.
The Raiders are the straight
The
pride
Raiders are part of the straight pride parade.
parade. You got a rule in the back?
The straight pride parade is real.
Next show.
We're unpacking this. Is she gay?
So,
Are you, which LBGT are you?
yeah, which letter?
You Q?
Are you the IA part that they just added?
What letter are you?
What? How much pussy have you had on your lips? These are real valid questions.
First of all, college was weird for everybody.
Yeah, no one's judging here.
Nobody sat on your face, then you're not living.
I don't think you went to college if no one sat on your face. I feel like that was.
They both hooked up a couple weeks ago and they haven't told
That's my
anyone.
cousin.
That's your cousin? I don't give a shit. That sounds hot to me. You ever looked up Pornhub? That's the #1 search
Open
right
up your
now.
heart. Jesus Christ.
If you were Asian, you'd be #2 search right now.
Jesus Christ. A lot of people fuck family. All right, get out of here.
And I don't know that you're not Asian. I don't assume race at
I
this
don't
point.
assume, yeah, we don't assume that you like to fuck your cousin's pussy when you get home. Okay, we'll move on. Guys, the straight pride parade is real. It is being run by a far right-wing activist, which is just a white dude named Kyle. This is real shit. This dude named Kyle Chapman is fucking putting this shit together. He looks like a fucking Kyle. He looks like no drywall is safe near him. It's a fucking mean internet joke. It's bullshit. Don't like it.
And just to clear it up, it ain't gay unless your balls touch and you smile. So,
Yeah. Fucking open up.
yeah.
Now, so the pride parade has gone down. We managed to get an exclusive look at the parade route in Boston, guys. So here's a map of Boston. I'm gonna just go ahead. Let me see if I can trace
Oh,
it.
I love the leather district.
Yeah, the downtown cross.
Nothing gay happening there.
So I'm gonna go ahead and trace the parade route. Now we're able to get an exclusive look. The parade route is planned. We want to show all of you guys. The parade starts about right here and curves down, right? Curves down.
Really telegraph this one.
Yeah, curves down.
It's an odd route. There's a lot of windy roads in Boston.
Yeah, here,
It's
yeah.
an old town.
Yeah, right about here. The parade pauses. Let me see. It says it pauses for the men to call the women ugly bitches after they get rejected on Tinder, and then it goes ahead and takes a route around the water. Now, once they reach the park, nearly all the women will have left the parade because they'll just be exhausted with the number of dick pics they're receiving. So they'll go ahead and cut through the park, and the men will be left at Buffalo Wild Wings. They'll meet up with them down here. Guys, I have to remind you guys, listen, settle down, guys. This is serious shit. I have to remind you guys that there will be lots of opportunities for the single women to file restraining orders, change their number, delete their social media from the harassment around here, 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 and here. So that's the parade route. If you want to go to Boston, if you want to go join the parade route, it's going to go right downtown. It's going to be great. And I want to let you guys all know that this parade is brought to you by Xbox Body Wash. Proud sponsor of the Straight Parade.
Smells like school shootings.
Our friend here will go. Smell like Xbox.
That was funnier than Columbine. I did it more vague. Fuck you guys. It's too specific to on the nose with Columbine.
Yeah. All right. What else do we got down the pike? YouTube is banning a lot of accounts for.
Oh shit!
What are they banning? They're banning
It's a hate speech. I heard.
Hate speech. Yeah, hate speech.
I think we're good.
We actually broadcast this show on YouTube, live stream every week. Let's go ahead and take a look at our account. That looks like we've been taken down.
Already.
All right. Well, we're broadcasting also on Facebook Live, so go ahead and get on that and share the video. Is everybody ready for our first guest on the show tonight? Yes! We got two people who are going to go to the Pride Parade. They're going to report back at the end of summer. This dude is loving this. Are you a family member too?
No.
You're fucking one of them.
No.
You're fucking both of them?
That's
Fucking
our
both of
Uber
them.
driver. Uber driver.
That's your Uber driver?
So he's trying to fuck one of you.
But we're the weirdos for assuming you guys fuck. But
Yeah,
you invited your Uber driver
your
to
Uber
a strange
driver.
location.
Your Uber
What's your
driver's here
Uber?
tonight.
What's your Uber driver rating? You look like a 4.2. Huh?
I'll rate you a 2-star.
You don't know me. I'm a Lyft guy anyway.
I knew you were a Lyft.
Yeah. Your owner is filled with hate speech. He's probably off YouTube.
Mike actually uses bird scooters again everywhere. He doesn't get any color.
Yeah, I do mushrooms and bird scooters.
All right, guys.
Makes Avondale more interesting.
That was a lot of well-written jokes that no one seemed to care about, but it's going to be fun. Our first guest on the show tonight, is everybody ready? Let me hear that energy.
He's from South Phoenix.
From South Phoenix. He might have been in the trunk of your Lyft car because that's how fucking shady he is.
Yep.
Please put your hands together for Luis Alvarez.
Oh, he comes in the back way. Who told you to go in the green room, bro?
I told
You gotta walk over here. You can bring that in the middle too if you want. God bless you, bro. Yeah, it works if you give
Talk
a
to your homie,
little, give a
Gabe.
little love. Gabe?
My bad. I thought it was rude to do coke in the showroom, so I went back there.
Oh, you on that
That's what's
JCVD, baby.
Shout out to Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I work outside, and it's getting hot. My manager was trying to comfort me the other day on the heat. He was like, "Hey, bro, it's cool. It's a dry heat, like fire." All right, joke number one.
Ooh, that was it? So let's unpack that one. You said dry heat. First of all, you work outside. Obviously, you're Mexican.
Come on, look at my face, dog.
Did I say that into the mic? That's a hot
You
mic.
did,
I'm
it's
sorry.
hot.
I'm sorry.
You know what? I don't want to fuck you, bro. I'm gonna come out straight up. I'm mad at you, dog.
That was the racist
Nah,
shit.
dog. Hey, fuck
He's
that.
trying.
You be liking all my pictures. You never comment on them, though, bro.
See, he never comments or shares.
You
I shared one.
You shared
I
my
shared
shit.
one.
You special or something, dog? Shit, man. You know what I do feel bad for with all this heat, though, is these homeless people. We got the worst looking homeless people in Arizona. Why all our bums look like they sat underneath the shuttle launch? I don't get that shit. We got these post-apocalyptic bums walking around the streets.
Pretty good.
I love the groan.
We got these Mad Max bums out here in Phoenix, bro.
Living on Fury Road out there.
But I just feel bad for them. They all sleep on the bus benches, but the bus benches are made of steel, and they heat up to like 3,000 degrees in the daytime. We slow cooking bums across the valley, bro. Shishka bums. That's what I call it.
That is a good joke. It had layers to it. It's a mean homeless people, which is a real issue in the city. That's fun.
It's not a
I
structure.
love
It's a
it.
punchline.
Good. Give him back 10 seconds.
Stage is yours.
My girlfriend recently just signed up for a gym membership without me, which I took as she's ready to start fucking other people. Now this bitch is talking crazy. She said her fitness goal is a 6-pack, and I don't know how I feel about that because there's something kind of gay about pulling out and coming on abs. No? Okay, maybe I'm just insecure.
I want to say Happy Pride Month to everyone.
There we go.
And also, the indentions give it gutters, so it kind of feeds off the gutter system.
You've gone to the Philippines far too many times.
Just once, and that's enough.
Nah, I want to start exercising. I just bought a bike, but I found out riding a bike is way too expensive. And not even the maintenance of the bike. You gotta buy all the gear. You gotta buy like the dickhead helmet and the reflective sunglasses and the spandex and the pedal shoes. Because here's the thing, if you exercise on a bike in regular clothes, nobody thinks you're exercising. They just think you don't have a car, and...
Don't make fun. That's my black friend on where you don't make fun of him like that.
And Warren's not black, bro.
Well, he doesn't have a car.
Not black, I'm tired of that shit, bro.
Here we go.
He said he bought Photoshop.
I listened to one.
Got him! Got him! Damn! That is great.
You
He's
can't
not
go wrong,
Mexican.
man.
If I'm not black, you're not Mexican. You said you bought a bike. We know you steal them.
All right. It's a joke, dog.
Oh, you turned on me? You turned on the king?
This got a lot like this is the last 20 minutes of training day.
How old are you?
The white women are asking how old I am.
You turned on me? He shot first. I need more Red Bull in this fucking coffee mug.
I'm about to karate kick the shit out you, dog, for real. I used to do karate, which means that I could beat up 12-year-olds.
Hey, fuck 12-year-olds.
Yeah, for real.
But
Fuck 12.
Yeah, dismiss them. Don't.
No, I used to do karate. I went home after karate practice one time. One of my crackhead uncles came up to me. He was like, "Dang, mijo, you do karate? I do karate. That's crazy." And I was like, "Yeah, that is crazy because you're an alcoholic, and I just wouldn't expect you to master something that revolves around self-discipline." But I gave
a lot of commitment to alcoholism.
yeah, exactly. I gave him the benefit of the doubt though. When the side asked my grandma, I was like, "Grandma, you know my uncle, he does karate." She was like, "Karate? Yo Theo does drugs. He's a drug addict. Maybe he watched Enter the Dragon on crack. I don't know, but to be real with you, the only black belt I ever seen is the one he wraps around his arm."
Good joke. It's a fucking good joke. These are good
joke about
jokes.
Heroin.
If I hear another fucking sign, I'm gonna call your mom and tell him you're a
Shout out to
fucking
John
faggot.
Belushi.
It's a dark joke, not as dark as the heroin he does though.
There we go. Double down.
Come on.
Shout out to Black Tar Heroin. If you're gonna do it, go all the way.
The worst
That's what I
part about growing up with people that do heroin is the shortage of spoons in the house. It's always embarrassing. You got your friends staying at your house in the morning, y'all eating cereal with forks. And, man, Luis, you ain't got no spoons. Like, y'all go check my uncle's room. Just bend them and put them back when you're done. A lot of bent spoons in my house. I just thought my uncle was a magician. I never figured it out. I actually did have one uncle that was a magician. He could turn any 6-pack of beer into a domestic abuse case. That's what it sounded like. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, that's good.
Why did you clap so hard, Damien?
Yeah, that's a weird one to clap
It's a
at.
real clap on that one.
Nah, I got an uncle. He was a boxer. At least he claimed he was a boxer. I never seen punching bags around the house. Never seen boxing gloves. Never seen no medals. Matter of fact, the only person I ever seen this dude beat up was his wife. But even then, he
You triggered our light
Got the
guy
light
who
on
was
the
raised by a domestic abuse case.
even then he never knocked her out. You know what I mean? He was a decision fighter at best. I'm really scared about aging because Mexicans age like shit. Perfect example. My mom used to look like Selena a few years ago, and now she looked like the bitch that killed her.
Yes! Sí se puede! ¡Viva la México! Gracias, Luis.
Back to the Florida Panhandle.
De nada. Chupas mi verga.
All right, guys. Our next guest comes to the stage. Travel over a mountain range to get here. He's
Yep,
a
he
mountain
traveled
man.
right. He walked over the Rockies.
You need to show some mountain love to Brent Tobler.
Brent Tobler, everybody. Hey, bud.
Hey, buddy. How are you? It's good to perform in front of the principal and vice principal. It's a lot of pressure. Who's dating? Anybody dating? Yes? I have a complaint, ladies. A lot of beautiful ladies here tonight. I'm on Hinge, Bumble, Tinder, all that shit. I see so many beautiful girls, but every girl just has the exact same bio. We just all say the same shit. Like, I love being outdoors. I'm a nature chaser. I love to hike. I want to be on a patio, petting dogs, eating tacos, drinking mimosas, hike, jog, run, hike, outdoors, hike. That's all girls talk about.
Now talk about the real stuff. What do you think
Yeah.
about anal on the first day?
They never put that in the bio.
Yeah, say that on the first
But
day.
that's the problem. I bring these girls home and they spend the night. We wake up in the morning and they always ask me the same question. They're always like, hey, do you think I can get a ride home? I'm like, I thought you loved the outdoors. Like, what happened? You live 11 blocks away. Why can't you just hike home? There's a ton of dogs on the way. You can post a picture. It'll get 40 likes. Let me go back.
Brant listens. You get it.
I get it. A lot of drug talk. I've never done a drug because I took an oath in 6th grade. And I refused to let down my dare officer, my community, a grown man in a lion costume.
You're a hero.
Thank you. I take Viagra. I don't know if that counts. Anybody else take Viagra?
I snorted.
Thank you, one dude. Why the Uber guy that hasn't fucked in 2 years. Don't worry about it. Thank you for your input there, guy.
Yeah, the Uber dude's really trying tonight. So
He is, I know. I love Viagra. I'll tell you why. It's the best thing ever. Just makes you fuck better. If you like your girl, you should be taking Viagra. Like, if I have a bad day, I just pop a Viagra and just stand in front of the mirror and be like, whose dick is this? If you've never taken Viagra, it's like having a car and never having to worry about the check engine light coming on. It's like having the best iPhone ever made. You don't have to charge it. It works great in tunnels. And I love Viagra for this reason, because a lot of times after shows, I bring girls home after the show, and we're in my hotel room, and I'm drunk, and I'm trying to fuck, but I can't get hard. And then they start crying, and they're like, you don't think I'm pretty. And I'm like, you crying is never going to make this hard. Please stop that.
Well, that's where we differ, bud.
Oh, all right.
That was in the mic?
How do you do it?
Hot mic. Hot mic. Dave, can we turn this mic off?
So I just take a half Viagra. I keep a half Viagra right here in my change pocket, because who needs change anymore? I call it the change of the night pocket. Whenever I think I'm going to get laid, I fake cough and I take a half Viagra. But I only take a half.
So my dad used to eat M&M's in church.
That's right. It's the same. But he never take a whole. I never take a whole Viagra. I tell you why. I took one time. It ended up bad. I was doing shows in Vegas. This girl came to my show. Badass girl, all tatted up, like a girl that usually doesn't fuck with a nerdy dude like me. After the show, she's like, hey, you want to go up to your hotel room and have sex? I'm like, yeah. So I cough. I take the whole Viagra. We go to my hotel room, we fuck like 5 times, I do incredible. If my dick had a Yelp page, it would have gotten the best Yelp review ever, like I was fucking crushing it. We wake up in the morning, we have sex again, I crush it again, we're laying there in bed. She's like, hey, you want to get some breakfast? I'm like, yeah, of course, you know, I'm a gentleman, I'll take you to breakfast. She's like, do you mind if we go pick up my son? I'm like, of course not, I've been Facebook stalking you for 5 years. I've watched this kid grow from 2 to 7. I can't wait to meet Cash.
How about those T-ball years? That kid's got good form.
He has good potential.
Good potential, dude. This guy could be a first baseman.
So we go pick up Cash. I take her to the best breakfast spot in all of Vegas. And when we get there, of course, there's like a 20-minute wait. So I figured this is my time to show what a great stepdad I'd be. So I start wrestling around with this little fucker. And he punches me right in the dick. And I get the biggest hard-on I've ever had in my life.
That's where we're more civil.
Nothing will turn off a single mother more than a grown man in basketball shorts with a huge boner. So I didn't know what to do, so I just laid on my stomach and let this little kid beat the shit out of the back of my head for like 20 minutes. Until I came in my boxers and we got some waffles. And then I was stepdad for like 2 months and we broke up, but I think Cash is doing good. I'm blocked on Facebook, so I don't know, but I think he's doing great now.
And what's her IG? You got IG?
Huh?
The IG, the Instagram handle?
Cash. 8 years. I don't know what it is. She's a weirdo.
It's probably mutual friends.
This is a hot crowd. You're right about this. This is a hot crowd.
They're on fire.
I'll tell you the first joke I ever wrote in Phoenix.
There it is. Is it about the dry heat?
No.
Haven't heard that one before.
It's a little hotter than that, actually. I like tits. You guys like tits? Woo!
Oh, nope. Doesn't like zero tits. You don't like our friend. He's from fucking
Our
Colorado.
gay light man.
Okay?
Please do not light him. He's from Denver.
Yeah, thank you.
Or somewhere.
Very
over there.
thanks.
Maybe Shane.
I love tits. I think tits are a lot like car headlights. 'Cause if you don't have them, probably shouldn't go out at night. I mean, you know, but no one will even notice you. And that's how you get rear-ended. That joke would kill me.
They're groaning.
That joke would kill 8 years ago. That's why I hate hiking. It makes these girls.
It kills in Scottsdale.
Yeah,
That
it's
murders in
aggressive.
Scottsdale.
Let me do one more joke before I get the light.
Ooh, we love one more structured
One
joke
more
from
structured
Brand
joke.
You guys want one more
One more
structured
structured
joke?
joke. One more joke.
Structured jokes have done so good tonight.
Yeah.
Here's the first joke I ever wrote, 5 years old. Real simple joke. 2 people walk into a bar. It's probably my parents. I think that's
Good
it.
joke. That's a good joke. Structured joke. Brand Total, everybody. Brand Total is headlining his Stir Crazy all fucking weekend. You want to go see him? Stir Crazy.
He also sell you a timeshare in Wyoming. Talk to him out on the patio. All right, guys. The next comic coming to the stage is not a comic yet. Put your hands together for Matthew Blair.
Matthew Blair. Oh, hey, no doubt, man. Girl, real good girl. You know the artist?
What's that?
Who's the artist that sings the song?
I have no idea.
Oh, deduct a minute. Shoots it.
This isn't gonna take long.
Yeah, we know. If you were a real comic, you'd move the mic stand.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Comedy 101. They teach you to ride, shout out to the
Yeah.
Screaming Eagles.
Turned out.
Now we can see you.
All right.
gonna sit
So
on
a
the
little bit
stool.
about me, guys. I'm
Oh.
6 foot 2 inches. If you're too excited, those are actually 2 different measurements.
First joke work.
That being said, I'm
Good
currently
night.
single. You probably already knew that by this jacket. Need to start making better decisions. I need to make better fucking decisions. Not just with this jacket, but with the women I date. So I'm currently homeless.
You smell like it.
Thanks, bro.
Actually, I take that back. You smell like you use Xbox body wash. But now we know that smells like your
That's
house.
what the smell is.
Look like I'm here to put out fires, which makes sense since I'm bombing.
Don't give yourself that much credit. They've got to assume you're a comic before you bomb. You were talking about being homeless.
Thank you. Nice to keep on track. Lost my job today. Living out of a U-Haul truck currently. It all started last week when my apartment complex found out I was fucking some girl in the bathroom by the pool. Apparently that's not cool. So they threw my ass out, sent a notice to me and my girlfriend at the time. She didn't appreciate it. So what she decided to do was jack $4,000 worth of shit and then get me fired at work.
This is why we need universal health care. This could all be taken care of in therapy. Here we are.
See?
Live in Maryville?
No. Arcadia, actually.
Well, you didn't belong there in the first
Yeah.
place.
Jesus Christ. Know yourself, know your
I just
worth.
want to acknowledge, Michael Turner. At first I wasn't so sure about him. Seems kind of like a shady character. Like his family probably owned plantations or slaves, which is ironic since Amar is the real workhorse of this show. How's that for a structured joke, you fuck?
Just because my family owned property in Charlottesville doesn't mean you can assume that.
I have no idea how to feel about that joke.
You know it's funny.
Pretty good joke. That's the first joke.
It's original. The 6 foot 2 inches is a good fucking joke.
That is true. A little telegraphed. It was good.
The riff on the jacket, it's solid. Alright? I don't need your fucking opinions.
I'm
Tristan, do you have an opinion? Dr. Claire, did you have an opinion on it?
Let me just say, the set's going great.
It's not a set.
No.
It's therapy.
No, I like both the jokes.
Because either way, these guys are gonna fucking roast me. I might as well get some shit off my chest.
Matthew, don't bust your load. No. I just want to know why your bottom half looks parkour, but your top half looks Gordon Fisherman as a sex offender.
It's a long one, but it's accurate.
Well, listen, I just like
I
the
look like a
joke.
sex trafficker from the movie Thing. Good luck.
Yeah, you look like the only seafood you've ever had is fried fish sticks.
Okay. I like this better.
Yeah, thank you, Matthew.
Anyway, this has been real fucking interesting. You guys are fun. As for them, they're kind of dicks. But
I was really nice to you.
I have a lot of respect for you guys and your hustle.
Okay, first of all, you got to go back and tell me how I was a dick to your broke ass. You like
Maryville comment, bro.
Maryville is where you belong.
That Mexican.
You look like if Dick Tracy was investigating a Skechers, dog.
Pretty good. Pretty good. You can take that too. We can't use
that.
That
was way better than his burn.
That was good. That was good. He's the workhorse.
So 1, 2, 3. This thing on the burns.
I mean, you basically called me a slave, and I did not get Royce up here to bust your
Workhorse.
motherfucking ass.
I said you got a good work ethic, which I respect.
It sounds like racism to me.
And this show does not tolerate racism. I just want to reiterate that.
I bet you got into Arcadia through your girlfriend's credit, right?
No, because she was black, actually.
That's a good joke. I took that.
It's ironic because she robbed me and all, but she has warrants out. Her name's Janae Ferguson. If you guys have any information.
What's her social then?
I can't get that out. My attorney just said, no.
You got any jokes in those pockets? One joke in that pocket?
One joke?
I'm talking about the massive cargo pockets on that mustard-colored frock you're wearing. Don't pull out the methamphetamines. We don't need the cops to solve.
You look late for a filming of a Ghostface Killer video.
You look like albino seal face.
He really just came up here to tap us up. All right, that was dope. That was dope. You see, you said about me, like on a personal level, that was tight.
Oh, back to Michael Turner. Anyway, I wasn't so sure about this guy, but then I met him outside of Copper Blues. He was doing a weed show. I was like, Mike, do you even smoke weed? You didn't really seem like the type. And then he was like, hell yeah. And ever since then, I was like, this dude's all right. Until tonight.
So much.
I'm on the fence again, bro.
Hey, Matthew, why'd you look like Paddington Bear sold ecstasy?
Clarity.
And also, if we're gonna make fun of Michael, please do it right, for the love of God.
You got anything, Doc?
No,
You got a PhD in fucking with me.
Yeah, no, I know. No, he's a true patriot. I know you bleed red, white, and Najee. I'm just wondering, you look like Mike Pence's pre-cum.
Jesus. Well, it is D-Day, and your body type looks like you do jazzercise in Auschwitz.
You look like the guy who ate the boy in the striped pajamas. Got any more, you tubby bitch?
Dr. Carter, thank you so much. I think we all know that you don't have another joke, so.
You got anything else? No, give him one. You got one more structure to do?
Give it up for Room Boy. All right.
At any point, Royce can pick people up.
I know, this is Royce right here. Look how
First of all, nobody can see him on stage. It's too dark. Give it up for Royce. Give it up for Royce.
The the mere idea of him getting to fuck somebody else just puts a smile on the nigga's face. I love you, Royce. Let's see, we got a guest dropping in. This person hopefully has more structured jokes than the last person that was up here. Please put your hands together for Anthony Davis! Anthony Davis!
Oh, there he is. What's up, big guy?
I love if I said any of his jokes with this accent, everybody beat the shit out of me. You know, Jesus Christ, you look like a retarded member of Entourage. Fuck that guy. All right. Fuck y'all, that was funny. All right.
They can't tell the accent.
Yeah, I get that a lot. I've never been to a strip club before because my sister was a stripper, and that pissed me off because why would I pay for something I could just sit at home for free?
That's a structured joke.
That's a structured joke.
In 20 seconds.
That's not even my only incest joke. That's just my first one, okay?
Well, the two ladies up front are into this set.
I'm gonna keep it coming at you right in the face like my dad used to. And that's number 2. That's
Hey!
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, right. All right.
Give him an extra minute.
I'm on fire. My name's Anthony Davis. If you Google Anthony Davis, the basketball player comes up. But if you Google Anthony Davis comedian, the basketball player comes right back up. So you're just fucking killing. Why are you looking at me like I hit you? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Why do you know what somebody looks like when they hit you, when you hit them? You know? I fucked the words up. Back to you.
Thank you. I just got this new application called Grindr, and hear me out. Why'd you shake your head already? Okay, don't be disappointed at me like my wife is. Fuck you. Okay. You know what Grindr is, man? Okay, that's great. Then you can shut the fuck up and know this joke is funny. All right. So Grindr is an application for gay men that meet up and have sex with each other. That's cool. That's my Thursday night. Fun fact. But Grindr, where I'm from, is a fucking sandwich. Okay, y'all realize that? It's a fucking sandwich. You know what? I logged on and I thought that was an application for like me and other guys to talk about what kind of sandwiches they like to eat and where to get those sandwiches. Okay. I made my username Italian Salsa Lover 69. Look me up, I'm still on there. And I met up with this guy, his name is Big Meaty Balls 47, super nice guy. His name's Jason, we're still friends. We had lunch together, it was the best lunch ever. He's like, hey, I had a lot of fun. You wanna come up to my hotel room and have another sandwich? It's like, I don't know what's wrong with your eye, but fucking yeah, I do. Let's go do this. But more of that story is the sandwich is disgusting, but the sex is pretty fucking amazing. Love that shit. That's a joke. Calm the fuck down.
Gay Pride Month. Remember your fucking man.
That's a joke. Calm the fuck down, okay? But what really happened is I went up to his hotel room. That's actually true. And we went to his hotel room. It was really sweet. He went to the bathroom, and I looked around the hotel room and was like, where's the sandwiches? I don't see any sandwiches at all. I got upset. He come out of the bathroom butt fucking naked with his dick on a piece of bread. Now, sir, I know what you're thinking right now. What kind of bread was it? Did it have any condiments on it? Uber. That's a great question. High five. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you.
Looking like Sadiq.
Have sex with you later. And it was a white bread with a piece of mayonnaise on top of it. That was my favorite kind of piece of bread, okay? And he looked at me. He was just like, you ready for your second sandwich? It was the last time I ever said this to everybody. I was like, I couldn't eat another bite. I'm going to be honest with you. Couldn't do that. Fuck y'all. That was a lot funnier than these fucking assholes thought it was. Because 6 years later, that guy's the best man at my wedding. So fuck y'all, okay? Wife hates that joke. You know why? Thank you. Appreciate you. At least he thinks so, you asshole.
The best audience member when they don't laugh, but they just say, that's funny.
Can't even get that on my wife. Fuck y'all. All right. I'm happily married. She's not, but I am. And my wife's an asshole, just like you guys are. He said, but she'll be verbal about it. You know what my wife told me the other day? I had a bad day at work. I was like, baby, I want to hang myself at work today. And she's like, is the rope strong enough, though? That's what got you, assholes? That's what got you. Me killing myself. That your guy's like, fuck yeah. Kill yourself, fatty. All right. She told me that I sound like I own farmersonly.com. Oh, they just want self-deprecation shit. Yeah, that's it. All right. My wife tells me when I don't smile, I look like an overweight serial killer. Like if I was chasing any of you guys in the woods right now, you look at me like, is he chasing me? I ain't gotta run that far. I'll be fine. You know what I mean? Like, man, if you threw down a pizza in between you, I'd be like, man, fuck, you go ahead. You go home. You go home. You'll be safe. All right? You know what I mean?
Can I
Don't
chime
go to the
in
woods.
on more?
What's that?
What's up?
Oh, Dr. Clarity, what do you have to say?
Yeah, please.
Sorry.
Oh, it makes sense though. With the first off, loving the set so far. You look like Santa Claus if he only shopped at Kmart.
I can't afford Kmart. Fuck you.
Big Lots or the Dollar Tree. There's a lot to pick.
You can fight him if you want.
Yeah, you can
after
jump
the
off
show.
No, he can take me.
All right.
No, he can eat me. I get it. No, I'm just worried. He looks like Chucky killed cheeseburgers exclusively. You know? That's
you.
He's trying to.
Listen, all right.
I wish I looked that good.
That's child's play over here. All right.
Thank you, Dr. Clarity.
Thank you, Dr. Clarity, for detouring our whole set.
Keep
The
it
worst.
You're doing great, sweetheart. It's a white woman's stage.
Thank you.
It's a white woman's stage.
Thank you. I appreciate you. All right.
You got great.
The worst
taste.
thing my wife's ever told me though, she's like, Anthony, because you're white, you're more susceptible to strokes. I was like, well, bitch, good morning to you too. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta softball that shit into me, right? You know what I mean? All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Apparently, no one here is old enough to have a stroke. Fuck all you skinny ass bitches.
You ever smell toast?
I wish I did.
Yeah, that's how you're stroking out.
Have one. I'm about to have one. But she's like, you know, because like when you're about to have a stroke, you smell toast. Like I said, you know what I mean? I hate that bullshit because that bitch has ruined breakfast for me now. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting at work, somebody's making breakfast. I'm like, you guys smell toast. You can't do that, especially when you're a school teacher. They'll fire you for that shit. Because I'm a school teacher. I actually am. Because they don't do background checks anymore. And I was a school teacher in Detroit for 6 years. That's not even a joke. First day of class, I walked in there. I was like, you guys ready to learn? Kid in the back's like, you look like Billy Mays, you fat fuck! Meanest kindergartners I have ever met. You know what I mean? Bitch laugh. Goddamn. My jokes don't have anything to do with ranch or being basic, so I don't know if I'm your demographic, okay?
That's that. Is that Sophie Turner up front? Is that Sansa Stark right there?
Is that Sansa?
You sure stand up. If Sansa Stark is in the house, stand up.
She can't stand up. She ain't got a bra on.
The Lord of Winterfell.
I got more bras on than you do. What the fuck are you doing here? I'm sorry. I just take my hate out on white women because I hate them. Okay. I'm married to a Filipino, so you know I know my place. Yeah, Filipinos. That's fucking weird, you asshole. What the fuck? Whoops, real Filipinos. What are you Filipino?
No, I just dated one.
Welcome. That's basically how you sounded. Is how my life goes right now. It's just I dated one. Kill yourself, okay? Like I want to right now, okay? The worst things ever happened, I turned the blackboard one time, I started writing something, and one kid's like, how do you have front titties and back titties?
Good joke.
That get you that time? I feel like I have to impress you for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like you're like that mean girl that's always just like, he wasn't funny, he should fucking kill himself. And then when he does, you're like, told ya. That got you guys? That was too far? That was, all right. Killing people, but I killing myself, that's fine. But her killing somebody else, that's fine. Fuck y'all.
Hey, Omar.
Yeah.
It's going great.
You guys don't want structured jokes, so I'm just going through right now.
No, it's okay. I mean, like, I wasn't expecting something good. So, no, I
Thanks, Mom.
Well, I just expected you to pull out a brand new duck whistle or some shit. You look like the most fuckable guy on Swamp People.
Have you seen Swamp People?
I know.
They got all their teeth. I wish I had all that. These are fake. Just like your fucking necklace.
These are my mother's and I took them off her dead body.
You should have took the rest of them too.
She's
Because you
very
sure didn't take your
blue.
mother's love off of her dead body.
I love white people fighting. This is going on, man.
Oh, thank God.
Hey,
Oh, thank Christ
this is
for
our
that.
friend from south of the Mason-Dixon line. You don't like him like that.
No,
You're
you definitely
like
like me like that. I'm gonna go home and cry and masturbate. Fuck y'all.
If you want to fuck either of those two boys over there, you can take them home with you.
No, I got better picks and grinders. Appreciate y'all. Give
Give it up!
Hey, Anthony Davis, he's in the comedy spot all weekend. Ooh, is that Big Sean?
All right, guys. haven't been able to figure out you guys all night. You laughed at 9/11, but you didn't laugh at a fat white dude, which is the funniest kind of white dude.
Looked like if Zach Galifianakis let himself go.
Wow,
Which is fun.
Not great, but it was good. Our next guest coming to the stage is a person of color. Please put your hands together for Brittany Hammerhead.
What's up, guys? How you doing tonight? Good, thank you. This seems like a good time to do this. I have a pretty big announcement to make, actually. I'm bi. Polar. Thank you.
It's good bait and switch.
Thank you. I'm Mars Wright. I am biracial. That's why I'm every group of white girls' preferred black friend. We listen to Taylor Swift and do yoga with cats, you know, going downward dog and a bunch of pussy. That's what I like to do. We couldn't afford the goats, you know, so it's tough. It's expensive.
You look like your mom was that black chick in Clueless.
Be nice.
That's
Who's it,
such
Cher?
a deep rap.
Exactly.
I had to go and think, and then I had to rewatch the movie in my head.
That's old school right there, man.
Yeah. Shout out to 1995. Shout out to Paul Rudd. Shout out to Alicia Silver.
That's old, man. You can see the age on your chin, man. It's like a tree over there.
Chad is back on board.
Oh, got the rings on that dumb motherfucker.
Okay, that's exciting.
You're the man, Tristan.
I got you, Brittany. You cute.
Thanks, dog. Hey.
You want to come back to Buckeye with me? I would disappoint you.
Hey. I'm not with Purple Dick. I'll do it.
Oh, it's more of a ruler. Longer in height, but thin. I like it.
As long as it's longer than a TV remote, I'm fine with that, man. That's cool. You know.
It's not.
Ah.
You talking Roku or you talking like Universal?
The Roku's are small.
Right. That's
They
the joke,
are.
Arlo.
You know what's crazy though? I was about to have sex with one dude one night, and like right before I was about to take his pants off, he stopped me. He was like, "Hey, I need to know how important is size 2 really?"
Ooh.
Right? Like,
Tough combo.
ooh, that depends, man. Like, how much money do you make? Because I don't give a damn about what size you are if you're gonna pay off my student loans. You feel me? Like,
Why are all the women clapping? Put your fucking hands down.
don't mansplain to them.
I
Don't
bought
tell
this
them what
suit
they
at
can and
Men's
can't
Warehouse.
have. You know what
I'm
I'm
worthy.
like? That's how you'll get laid with an attitude like that. You can't tell women what to do. If you wanna get our attention, guys, this is for all of you. If you wanna get our attention, say something we wanna hear. You know, like next time you see a girl, say something like, "Hey, who wants to tell me about the girls they hate at work?"
Brittany, I love your jeans.
Sit the fuck
Oh,
down.
wow.
I
Our gay
swear to
white
God.
man over
You
here.
never stand up during a black woman's
What
set,
is
even
going
if she's only half black.
Thanks, dog. Get those panties dropping, you know what I mean? Who wants me to give them fellatio without making a big deal about it? Followed by an intimate conversation about where this relationship is going. Streets will turn to a slip and slide. I know where you got a boner from that shit right there, but you know.
I've had a boner the whole show. I wrote the show. But please continue. It is a white woman's stage, and you are half white, so it'll do.
Thank you, good sir. I'm actually, yeah, that is true. My dad's white. I have the DNA of 2 white guys. I'm more white than I am black. I technically have more dads than anybody else on this stage.
Oh, mine's dead, and his doesn't know him.
We might have 3. Potentially. We might have 3. My bad, guys. My bad. Did that hurt? Did that hurt too bad? I'm sorry.
I got called a slave tonight, so.
I know. This is not Anwar's night, man. I'm sorry. Normally Mike gets all the shit, but it's like, they're like,
Usually I call him a slave, but yeah.
they were like, the gays are up and the blacks are down. Fuck Anwar tonight, I guess, man. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I bought Photoshop, all right?
I fucked with your Photoshop. I like
Thank you so much.
I like the little dick you made over there. You know, it's like a real reflection in this room. Little dick energy. You know, like exactly. It's a real reflection. You guys are laughing at these comics. They work hard. You know what I mean?
It's one of those weird times where I'm the only minority on stage.
I know.
Are you triggered, buddy?
I don't feel good.
You know, dude, I feel that way a lot when I'm on my period. You know, like white's my biggest enemy. Like white pants, white couches, white people, just all terrible. You know what I mean? Like, Oh, this flow, I got a heavy flow right now. This room is making me mighty uncomfortable, I will say. One time though, I did have a pretty big pregnancy scare. Like I was up all night throwing up nonstop. And I was late. And I was freaking the fuck out. You know, like I hadn't had sex in like 3 years. But still, like, I always think I'm pregnant. And the internet will validate my fears. Like one time I had a headache and I looked up a diagnosis online. First thing pop up, pregnancy. There's a fucking baby in my head? Like, but you know, the next day I looked out and I got my period and like, whew, going to pay for that abortion. I can pay rent tomorrow, thank God.
You got a slow clap from the back.
I will be homeless before I'm a mother. I'll guarantee you that shit. I got a career. I'm trying to be famous.
If you're gonna do it in Arcadia. Shout out to Matthew.
Trying to be famous for live Facebook Live. Check me out, Brittany Handhead on Instagram. There's only 3 of them, and I'm the only brown one. So
I'll tell you right now, my mother doesn't like being screamed at like that.
you should be able to find it. You know some bullshit. My last name, Hanrahan, it is Irish, but like a lot of people don't know that. Like a white guy once said to me, Hanrahan, that is so African. His last name is McFinnigan. Y'all didn't fuck with that one. That's okay. I was cool with that. Damn, I lost you guys that quick. Jesus
Well, you just,
Christ.
there was a
Savage.
punchline that wasn't at the end of that one. That's,
It's a work in progress.
it was just a thought.
It's here. We gotta get it.
Oh, you gotta get the funny part on the end of it, and then the crowd will go.
I did it. It's okay. I appreciate it. I
I'd say
appreciate the feedback. I like it.
I'd say start making fun of Michael again.
Okay, talk about it.
You know, I would really like to go on a double date though. You know, like with Mike and his chin. It would be. It would be nice. It would be lovely. But you know, like, we always shit on Mike. You know, like, Anwar's got the hands of an NFL player, but like the belly of a high school coach. You know what I mean? Like,
Again.
it's like he broke off his pinky in Mike's asshole over here. You know, like it's.
Again, I was called a slave tonight. All right?
Dude, it's cool. We all know Mike's not allowed within 500 feet of a school. It's fine.
Brittany, doesn't Anwar look like the bouncer at a laser tag arena?
Who you know, bro? Who you know? You got that ID? You ain't 12. I know.
Yeah.
I know what them kids look like.
Wait, you don't want to wear a helmet? Get the fuck out of here.
This ain't the Special Olympics, bitch. Get out of here.
Get out of here. This is South Tempe, motherfucker.
You know what? Like these guys, I'm gonna finish early. My name is Brittany Handerhand. Thank you so
All right, guys. Thank you, Dr. Clay, for your bullshit. Fuck you, buddy. I'm sorry. Let's keep this show moving right along. We got a drop in from NYC in this motherfucker. Please put your hands together for Leland Whoa!
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Michael, Anwar, good to see you.
Hey, how's it going? Are you gonna call me a slave? Just say it.
Well, I had it on my set list, but it's already been brought up, so I think I'll say something else instead. Is that good? All right. It's funny all out. All right. Let's see. We having fun, guys? Great. I can work off that energy. My name is Leland. That's my real first name. Sometimes I think it's unique, but most of the time I think it's old and weird. Just out of curiosity, is anyone else here named Leland? Really? There's one liar in the back. Yeah. Why do you think you were named like an 1800s railroad tycoon, huh? You hear Leland and you're like, oh, we're about to hear jokes from Mr. Monopoly right now. That's cool. All right, let's see what he has to say. I know it's a weird name because when people find out it's my name, they ask me if I've heard of celebrities with the same first name. And the one I hear the most is Leland Chapman. If you don't know who Leland Chapman is, that is Dog the Bounty Hunter's son. Yes. Yeah, you remember the man whose name is Dog and whose profession we should have outlawed when we invented the automobile, that guy? The other one that I get is, people ask me if I've ever heard the movie The United States of Leland. And if you don't know, that's a real movie. I think you can still watch it on Netflix. It stars Ryan Gosling Yeah, big Gosling fan over there. Maybe that's him. Maybe that's Ryan Gosling just at the show.
That is not Ryan Gosling. That is Damon Ramos, and he's not allowed to be in the building. If you can get him the fuck out of here.
But yeah, Ryan Gosling stars the main character whose name is Leland. Are we celebrating moving drinks in cups here? What's going on?
Wow, the only movie Ryan Gosling looks unfuckable.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really weird. School shooter energy. Shout out to Columbine.
Well, you know what he did in that movie? He stabbed a mentally challenged person to death.
Wow, people have bad Mondays.
Yeah.
Shout out to Paul Casillas making a cameo.
It's only for 3 people in the room, but I love it.
Yeah, it's us, the 3 people.
Yeah, we're the 3 people.
We forgot there's a show going on. We're just hanging out right now. All right, well, let's move on with that bit. I asked my parents once why they named me Leland, and their only response was that I had a great uncle named Leon, and they liked the Lee part of it, but not the on part of it. Anyone else get their name from a compromise in here? Yeah? What's your name?
Jorge.
What's the compromise?
My dad's name.
Doesn't sound like a compromise to me, sir. It sounds like your dad was named Jorge, and you're like, yeah, we like that name. I guess
What
we
did you name every kid Jorge? Fuck no.
If your name was Missouri, it'd be the Missouri Compromise.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Give it up for Jorge, everybody.
No.
Or not, I guess.
He was named after somebody yelling, "Hey" at a whore.
Yeah.
Hey, whore! I got a kid on the way. Yeah.
Dyslexic. Jorge. I get it.
Your name is Hey Horse.
Yeah.
Don't know your own name.
It's not a.
This is going great, Leo.
Yeah. It's fun to do this whole bit and like have all the punchlines cut short and be like, all right, guess we'll move on to the next one. It's not a sexy name, Leland. I remember the first time I heard it in bed. Really took the wind out of the sails, guys. I can tell you that. You ever been turned off by your own name before? Yeah, there's a reason why you never read the name Leland in a romance novel. It's never like he came out of the garden, sweat glistening on his body, his hair swaying from nipple to nipple. He walked up to her and whispered into her ear, "Hi, my name's Leland. We're doing sex now, or should I go back to the garden? What's going on?" I'm not super experienced when it comes to sex in my life. In fact, this year, 2019, was the first year I came from a blowjob. Yeah.
Some bad girlfriends. No girlfriends. Dr. Claire, do you have anything to add to that?
It was great. It felt really good up until like 60 seconds afterwards when I lost my hearing. Which is terrifying, guys. That is super scary to go from ecstasy to loss of a sense right away. I thought the only thing I had to worry about with sex was pregnancy and STDs, but it turns out that I have to worry about losing one of my parts of my senses, you know? I don't want... All right, I get it. That's, I feel it.
Hey, Leland.
Yeah?
Real quick, I was just wondering, how is the audition process for being the live-action version of Butters? I just
pretty good. It would have been a lot better if you got that line on.
You know how jokes
You
work.
pause, you do a comment there.
Hey,
Dr. Claire, you
Hey,
know
thanks
that.
for speaking up, Tristan. You look like the alien in the live action of Men in Black we're redoing right now. That's what you look like.
There you go.
We get it?
I always say he looks like one of those worms in Men in Black grew up.
I was just wondering, you look like a blood, but a clogged blood. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm one that's gonna like cause a heart attack at some point.
Yeah,
Does
yeah.
he look like,
For us.
does he look like
Yeah,
if Jack
yeah.
Skellington had a toupee?
This is real fun, fellas, but it'd be great if you guys were funny.
Yeah. That's what my
You
dad
gonna chime in with any
says.
gold on war?
Listen, I will not be called a slave again on this show.
All right. Well, I'll leave you with this because I got the headlight. I moved to New York about 2 years ago, and my dad was really concerned when I moved there. His biggest concern was I was going to get into heroin. He's like, please just don't do heroin And I think it's because when I lived here, before I moved, I was super into heroin. So he was kind of right. All right, I'll leave you on that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
I want to know, is that true? Did you actually do heroin?
People do heroin, yeah.
How I mean, did he put it on fucking croissants? What did he do? He's a big man.
He's disproving my point that I've always made, is heroin's undefeated. But he made it up.
All right, guys, we got one final guest on the show tonight. And then we're all going to do heroin, right? The last guest on the show is a longtime friend and soon to be a longtime enemy. Give it up for Matt Micheletti!
Yay! Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. My name is Matt Micheletti. I am half Italian and half Hispanic. Even though like Tony Hawk and Larry Bird had a fucking love child. We're gonna go do kickflips over the cop car after the show, man. Get those bonus points, money, we can stretch into, I don't know, Street Fighter, or beat it up out of our fucking hands. I don't know. It's a good time to be alive, guys. Thank you guys for coming out, sticking with us through this entire show. It's fun. It's here tonight. They put me up last. They're like, we usually put you up first, but we're gonna put you up last. I was like, cool. And I had to sit here through the punishment because I didn't have any cigarettes, so I had to go bum one off of somebody like a goddamn asshole. Like a fucking homeless person, man. Like I've lived here in downtown Phoenix for 9 years. It's long enough for anybody to be like, you wake up one day and you're like, this is the worst fucking place I've ever lived in my entire life. And then I went to fucking Tampa, Florida 2 months ago. That entire state is a piece of shit. There's a reason why Florida looks like a turd being squeezed out of George's asshole.
What? I'm not a geography guy.
I don't give a shit if you're in a geography.
George is right above it.
This place is gonna be full of alligators and racist motherfuckers. Make it look like a piece of shit. I don't give a fuck. My best friend is from Florida. Every time I tell him I'm going to Florida, he's like, you know what you gotta do? It's never like you gotta go to Epcot Center, you gotta go to like Miami Beach or something. He's like, you gotta go to Publix and get a sub sandwich from the motherfucking gas station, dog.
It's a good sandwich.
That's a bullshit tourism advice. I don't give a shit who you are. The one Jaguars fan in the audience is like, fuck yeah.
Shout out to Fred Taylor.
I'm hard as fuck because Blake Bortles ain't the quarterback no more.
Those are good football refs.
Man, like if somebody comes to Arizona, if somebody's like, hey Matt, what do I want to do when I come to Arizona? Not once I'm gonna be like, hey dog, you gotta go down to the QT, get a slice of that breakfast pizza.
Also, that's a hitter.
That's a
I don't know too many fans in here of the breakfast pizza, man.
You gotta get that before 7 a.m.
Yeah, you gotta get that slice, and you gotta go to the Grand Canyon and fall off the rim taking a selfie. That shit is hot right now.
That's true.
Somebody's like, ugh. You know how you keep them from building a resort at the Grand Canyon, that fucking tram that they want to build? Let all those fucking Japanese and weird-ass tourists take a fucking selfie and fall off the side. Just let the bodies pill up. Like, don't remove them at all. Whatever, you guys are on board. I don't give a shit.
It is D-Day.
But I care
it's
about
D-Day, and you were
human
like,
rights.
let's just kill a bunch of Japanese people.
The internment camp doesn't exist here in Arizona. We already forgot about it. That's the way it works.
Shout out to Hiroshima. Shout out to Nagasaki.
Shout out to Hiroshima. Jesus Christ. Did you guys go to Comic-Con? Anybody here go to Comic-Con? All the people not having sex tonight?
Virgin in the
Fantastic.
back.
I love Comic-Con, man. I love going there every year, and I'm there to celebrate my favorite superhero, deodorant. That place fucking stinks, y'all.
Shout out to Xbox Body Wash.
Everybody over 200 pounds smells like taco meat. It's fucking fantastic, man. You know what I'm talking about. I'm a big fan. I'm a huge nerd. I'll admit it, man. But I'm waiting for all these nerd movies to come out this year. We got the new Spider-Man this year coming out. Yeah,
Spider-Man fan.
Big Spider-Man fans. Big Spider-Man fans. The new X-Men, Dark Phoenix coming in personally.
Put your hands down, Dave. I told you not to make another scene.
Really? That much excitement, okay.
Don't get me wrong, I'm a huge X-Men fan, but I've already seen Dark Phoenix. It's from 19th to 75th Avenue.
It's a good joke.
It's a good joke. It's a good joke about geography.
It's a good insult to the
You can't find that on Google Maps.
Rand Avenue, like 65th, but you're like, fuck it, we're white, we don't give a shit. We live in Avondale, drove all the way here. Gonna go get some beef jerky. Like, you guys know how many towns in Arizona exist just to take a shit and buy beef jerky? It's like 95% of all the cities in Arizona.
Shout out to Wickenburg.
That is the funniest local ref on this state I have ever heard. You know how many cities exist to take a shit and buy beef jerky? You guys don't travel.
Camp Verde. Shout out to
Take
Camp
a trip to New
Verde.
Mexico. Go to Two Pistols, fucking Arizona. Go. It exists. It's a real city.
I'm not gonna lie, that's half of Buckeye's economy.
Yeah, he's from Buckeye, right?
Yeah.
Pine, Arizona only has a toilet and a cow ready to be beef jerky.
How do you feel? People in your town poop and move on.
Ooh, I'm sorry, that was dumb.
Also, the smaller the town, the better the jerky.
That's what they're saying.
Science.
I love the beef jerky here in Arizona. Like, you guys ready to go to the river this summer? Who's going to the river this summer?
Well, everybody
Same
claps
people that
right
lied
there.
about getting laid. Fantastic. I love going to the river. The first time I ever went to the
We
river.
got a snort up front. We got a snort up front from the lesbian up front.
Ladies and gentlemen, the queen of Salt River, right here in the front row, wearing her traditional denim vest that she's wearing here this evening.
Yeah. She's gonna go down on
I love it, dude. I love the Salt River, man. Like, the first time I ever went there, my buddy's like, "You can't go to the Salt River. You'll get E. coli." I was like, what the fuck are people doing? Dropping steaks in there or some shit like that? It's actually Eric Baez. All the comments know who that is. He's like, you can't go to the river. He's right there. I know he's there. That's why I believe he's still in 86.
Eric Baez. So long, dude. He's talking shit about this sleeveless dude, the only person that doesn't have sleeves in the whole room.
Tell me to worry about
poisoning the river.
He's got no fucking sleeves in the 80s.
The only dude that will fight you over your opinion on Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh my god. Their first album is dope, dog, but like, after that. I was like, dude. He's like, dude, you can't go on the river, you get E. coli. I was like, what's going on? They dropping steaks? He's like, no, dog, you take a shit in there all the time. I was like, I'm going to the river this weekend, dog. You want to go with me, man?
People shit in the river?
Yeah, people shoot. You want to go?
I mean, I'm
My work is going June 22nd. I just want to get a bunch of Phoenix comics and weirdos just to show up with me.
No, thank you.
Let's do an open. Let's do an open mic.
Yeah, no, that'd be fucking terrible. Hey, you guys, it's been a lot of fun. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Hey, Matt, you guys are Crescent Ballroom every Tuesday.
Oh, Jesus.
You want to make it Crescent Ballroom every Tuesday.
Hey, Michael.
Hey,
what's up, big guy?
I thought the set was fantastic. I love the local jokes. I was just wondering, does he look like he plays Fortnite just to have something to talk to the kids about, you know?
No.
What you fucking mean? That was good shit.
Okay, Dr. Flynn, thank you so much.
He sexually assaults children and listens to 311. Both are pretty bad.
Okay, Dr. Flynn.
Everything you say is a little sadder knowing you're driving a van back to Buckeye.
Yeah, Dr. Flynn. Up your meds, doctor. All right? Guys, please put your hands together for everybody you saw tonight. Everybody! Leave it alone. Anthony Davis, Brittany Hammerhand, Rude Boy, Matthew Blair.
You can see
Brent Tobler and Luis Alvarez.
You can see Anthony Davis at the Comedy Spot in Scottsdale and Brent Tobler at
Stir Crazy
yeah.
Comedy. We're promoting other comedy clubs. Come here this weekend, I guess. You guys have a good time?
The lesbian cousin stayed.
The lesbian
You
cousin
were driving in the lane.
So
you were in the 9/11 stuff. You knew one of them that did it, didn't you? You son of a
Hey,
bitch.
stand for a Uber driver.
You're screaming.
Sophie Turner is going to be in the Dark Phoenix. Glad to have you here as a cameo. And the rest of the white people in the audience, thank you for supporting a slave like me.
That sounds like a Def Jam poetry.
Like we do every week, we have one final video to help your week suck a little bit less. Gabe, hit the lights because I love this motherfucking video. Here we go.
So man, hit the ground, man, hit the ground. Oh God. Oh God, this nigga ain't finna get me jammed. I don't know what this nigga on, bro. This nigga high as a motherfucker. Don't hurt me. No, he high. That nigga high as a motherfucker.
Have a good night.
Shout out to my mother, Mimi Turner. I'll see you tomorrow in Denver. Appreciate y'all. Gabe, play that funky shit, bro.
I was like, okay. I know, I always feel rude and shit doing this.